Welcome back to Drone Masks. In last tutorial I showed an overview how to use the drone mask system, and in this tutorial we will continue with projection modes. I will assume that you watched the previous video, so I won't go into general settings for masks, and we will continue with already established setup. So if you don't know how to make a setup, please watch the first video. For this mode, select the mask, and in settings here below the color, you will have modes, and we will look, as I said, to camera overlay or projection. And in this mode you need two things. You need your setup and you need camera. In this case I already made a camera. It looks like this because it's set to orthographic, but both perspective and orthographic, probably also panoramic, will work with this mode. When you have your camera and setup ready, so let's go in rendering mode, it will show you white, and white is the default color if there is nothing, so if the projection is empty. In here you will have different settings. In camera you select the camera you want to be used for projection. In our case we have just one camera, so we select that. When your camera is selected, you can go into camera settings here, so select your camera and go to settings here, and you can either click background images and enable this check mark here, or you can do it in the settings panel on the camera object in the add-on. It's essentially the same setting. It is synced between both these panels. However, you will still need this section to add an image, so I usually just go here. Then you have an option between image and a movie clip. Next, you just open your media. In our case we selected image, so we will open this image with a duck, and you can see right away that we are projecting this image of a duck. I will actually open this image for us just to see. So this is the original image. What is getting projected is this. The benefit of using this projection mode is that you can have multiple stacks, layers of meshes and drones, and it will project through them all from the set point of the camera. And of course you can move this camera, so if we now, let's say, rotate on Z and move it on Y, and let's rotate some more, you can see that this projection is moving along the same with the camera. So if we change perspective, that also changes our projection. Let's see, this is orthographic projection and this is with perspective. So as I said, benefit is that you can have as many layers of drones as you want, and this projection will work from a specific point in space and project through all the layers. In the next video I'll also look at parent UV projection mode, and that will be more specific for a single layer. The benefit of that essentially is that you can curve your video and wrap it as you do with textures and shader nodes, but you can do that with drones here. Let's also try the video mode. I will just turn it back so we can see picture, and for that we just have to change from image in the camera settings to movie clip. Open our clip, let's use this one, and this is a video. Now I do have here about 1,800 drones, so it won't be real-time projection unless it's baked. If it's baked, then it can be real-time projection. But yeah, you will have to wait for each frame to be processed. Baking is essentially the same as you do with any other mode, and that was covered in the previous tutorial, which is this bake option. In this case, you can get this warning. This warning may be falsely showed to you, but also may not be, because for these projections you actually do need to go to the add-on settings. In case of that warning, you may need to install dependencies. You can choose either to install dependencies as admin or as a user. I would advise to install it as admin, as there may be some issues with user mode. What it means is that you need to start your Blender with admin privileges, and then you can click install as admin. When that is done, that warning may go away, but we have a small issue that sometimes library isn't recognized from the UI, but it actually works when you bake your setup. If you have already done this and there was no issues when you were installing dependencies, then it should bake your setup just like a regular solid color mask mode. With these few clicks, you can already have your projection, but let's go through all the settings we actually have here. If you click on the camera, then you will have settings for the camera, and these are basically the mirror settings of the same background images option in the camera object settings. Let's open that. Enable option, just enable screen preview. Then we have image or clip. Then we have actual path to our data. We have also all the color spaces that Blender supports, and we have opacity, but this is used only for the preview. So if you go into the camera, then you could see the preview of your media. However, for the movie clip mode, you do need to change your depth to front. Otherwise, you will not see your media. For images, it works both ways. Frame method is basically fit, crop, or stretch. Same settings you have for normal background images, and same goes for all the transformations. In regards to settings, you can see on the mask object, you will still have invert option. However, for the projection modes, invert option doesn't really do anything useful. Toggle camera to view will basically lock your view to camera. So if we do that, and then change our position within camera, we will move our view together with the camera. Useful for some positioning of your projection. All the other settings are basically the same as we already covered in the simple solid color case.